everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by, and if you're returning, welcome back. And I am back with another video. This part is basically part 2 to the video about the side chick prevailing, right? So I had left off on that video about after all of the arguing and after all of the threats towards me and her saying that she was going to kick my she reached out to me. And she was basically asking for life advice on how to push through and, you know, basically not be depressed and this, that, and the other. She had dealt with some things like, which I'm still not going to disclose that because we're still, you know. So she had gave me her number and I went on and text her, you know how you do, like, oh, this is Bree, this is my number, lock me in if you want, or whatever. And so we ended up started talking. We literally started talking. We would send each other, like, I don't know, she was kind of sweet though, because like she would say good morning and this, that, and the other. And so we would have a little quick conversation. And so one particular day, I don't remember who initiated it, but we ended up agreeing to go to Hooters. For whatever reason, she didn't have a car, so I ended up picking her up and we go to Hooters. We're literally talking the way there or whatever, and we're basically like, okay, we put in all the foul stuff aside and we're going to lay it all on the table and see whose head's been where, who's been told what, and what's going on. Because like there's absolutely no reason for us to be hating each other and we don't know each other. And honestly, like in my case, I wasn't even dealing with this man anymore once I found out he was dealing with her. So it's just like, where's the beef when I don't know you? We get to Hooters, and so we get seated and we get our food and we just start talking. And when I tell you, I know that type of thing is not for everybody, sitting there having a conversation with a woman that you might have beef with over a guy. But if you can do it, you don't got to sit at the dinner table and break bread. But if you can have a cordial conversation, you will find out that a guy is literally just trying to play both sides, or he's either just trying to get you to do something because he's feeling some type of way about his ex. And that was the case. Like, I think my ex was so pissed that I had like dumped him cold turkey and was not playing no games with him. He hated my guts and he still wanted me. And so he was literally telling her lies about me. He was telling her that I was saying that I was going to beat her ass and that I was going to do XYZ to her and this, that, and the other. And so I guess that would make sense why she was always talking smack about whooping my ass on her Twitter when I didn't even know who she was. Like I say, from November all the way until December, I didn't know who she was until January 24th, right? So from that time, she was just always talking about doing XYZ to me. And even after we finally knew who each other was. And so she was telling me that my ex, KD, was trying to hype her up to fight me. He was trying to hype her up to fight me when she saw me somewhere and this, that, and the other. I confirmed with her, like, I didn't used to talk to this man. Anytime we used to have any interactions with each other at that point, we were literally arguing. Like, me and him got into huge arguments on Twitter. Like, I was everything but the child of God when we were getting into it. Like, he was literally trying to put me out there like that. So we had huge arguments on the internet and it was like a big thing. And so I'm like, yeah, I didn't deal with this man like that anymore or whatever. And so then she goes to tell me, she's like, yeah, every chance he got, he was talking about you. He was talking about who you were dealing with or whatever. He was just always talking about what you had going on and just trying to have you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So you're in a new relationship and you're talking about me. And then, like I say, I went on, we judgment-free zone now at this point because we're squashing the beef. But it's like, you literally sat up in a relationship with this man who was always still talking about me, but you were on Twitter trying to act like y'all were perfect. And so literally, this is why she's hating my guts in the midst of still dating him. This is why she's still talking about doing this to me, doing that to me, because she got this man still talking about me, still say what I used to do, or he's invested in who I'm trying to date next and stuff like that, like just too invested in my life. Here was one incident that got me so bad, and it was like, why are you lurking like that? So he's telling her, yeah, I was around about her apartment and I saw a man come pick her up in a white Challenger. Yeah, she hoeing, she got a sugar daddy, da da da. He's telling his new girlfriend this about his ex. First off, if that were the case, why are you telling her? And girl, why are you letting this man tell you about his ex? Why are you letting your man tell you about his ex every single day? Come on now, that shows that he wish he was still where he got left at. Bruh. The only man that has ever picked me up in a white Challenger was my doggone daddy, bro. My dad picking me up to take me home, and it was probably to get my braces tightened. But like, dang, my dad can't even come pick me up without you trying to make a narrative about she's dealing with sugar daddies. You know, my dad, oh, but like, damn. And if it was somebody else that wasn't my daddy, where does that become your business at? Where does that become your business to tell your new girlfriend? Ain't y'all supposed to be happy? Aren't you happy using her car, driving, going, doing this and the other? And so I, not to get off track and not to get too rowdy, because me and her are having a cordial conversation and like, you know, we squashing the beef, but it was just like, dang. And so then I told her, like, yeah, I didn't have any communications with this guy. I wasn't talking to him anymore. But when you were, you know, I was basically telling her, Felicia, like, when you were attacking me on the internet and thinking he was still talking to me, he was talking to this one girl, and I have all the screenshots of when he was talking to her and this, that, and the other. So she was like, so you knew he was talking to her before the car crash? And I'm like, yeah. Because mind you, she found out he was dealing with another girl because of a bad car accident that they had. And so, you know, when everybody's like praying and for safety and this, that, and the other and all of that, then she found out he was talking to a whole nother girl. Because when she tried to confront him about it on Twitter, he's like, I don't got time for this. My cousin just got, my cousin in the hospital, da, 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 or whatever. Everybody's in the hospital because they ran into a semi-truck or whatever. So he's like deflecting her feelings because he's like, we just got in a bad accident. You want to ask who this lady is and how long I've been talking to her. F you, right? But yeah, so I told her I knew about that the whole time. Anytime that girl was coming to his house or he was going to pick her up, I knew about every single time. But meanwhile, Felicia was using all her energy towards me, and he was talking to a whole nother girl. So she was just telling me all these other things that he was saying about me. He was saying some pretty bad stuff about me, some foul stuff. And it was just like, bro, if you don't like me anymore, if you're mad, like, why are you wasting your energy to express all of this to your new girlfriend? So it was just basically he wanted to see her attack me. He wanted to see her like embarrass me. So he was really spending all of his time trying to make this girl hate me and hype her up to fight me. And I just think that is absolutely crazy. So we had dinner, and you know, we still kept in contact, right? So I had went over her house one time, and so this is how deep in we weren't like best of friends. We were just associates, but it was like, okay, you cool people, there's no beef. Like, honestly, whatever. So there was this kickback one time that was outside of her student housing apartment or whatever, because they would like kick it out there, and I think he was DJing at it. And so we're like, okay, we're gonna go. And you know, we sat there and we literally agreed that if this man said anything foul to either one of us, we were jumping him. Like, not it got like that. So when I tell you, it looked like he saw a ghost when he saw us walk up together. Because he's like, what are y'all doing together? I'm sure he's like, what are y'all doing together? She's supposed to be whooping your ass, Bree. Like, what's going on? What is this? Couldn't say nothing. But that is literally why, like, we should not, as girls, we should not be going at each other's heads over these guys. They literally gonna feed you what they think you want to hear. They gonna tell you something to try to push a narrative so you will go be their, like, their pit bull to go chomp and chew at a person for them when the person don't even deserve it, like, at all. I know that's probably something you shouldn't admit, but I think it only takes a woman one time to confront me about a man, and I'll probably leave that man alone. because I don't want no smoke. I'm a police caller, and it's nothing to get another guy. It's really nothing, and that's not the thing that moves the world. So peace out, girl. And I know that's not always the best way to be, and I shouldn't be exposing that, but like, you only got so many times to come confront me over a guy before that guy's kicked to the curb, because I don't put myself in those type of situations where I'm beefing with a lady. And most women are not going to have a sit down over some chicken wings and talk about how these guys aren't nothing. So you can go be friends with a girl that your guy used to mess with, but like, sometimes there's never no beef. Like, there's never no beef to be had, because these men are not worth it. But if that second part was all over the place, I'm sorry. I just didn't want to put it all in one big chunk of a video. But like, yeah, that's part 2 of low-key the side chick wanted to be my friend. So yeah, when I think back in my mindset, then I really felt like the side chick just wanted to be my friend. She just wanted to be, she wanted to kick it, you know. But once again, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any similar instances where you had like encounters where you sat down with the side chick or the other woman, or you were the other woman, comment those down below. How did y'all handle it? Did y'all scrap? Did y'all talk it cordially? Or did y'all just like sub each other? Just let me know in the comments. I'll catch y'all in the next video though.